fallen. So I think MacArthur is very much dead. Like, I don't think he's going to survive for too much longer, which is nice. It's nice for us. We'll basically... Well, things will go really bad if we don't free Honduras. But hopefully we'll get recruitment here. And invoke the War Measures Act. Let's at least make you guys again like 20 combat with. Do we have enough guns for this? We do. Barely, but we do. Again, our units are going to be very, very green, but I'm kind of okay with that. We do need a lot of manpower, sure. But once we get this area to being a core of our country, we should be good. Nicaragua is on Honduras. We get fighting for the revolution. Honduras is fighting for survival. So basically, it's going to be a very bloody war. Do not open up that. Okay. So we got 11 days till you're done. We've nationalized the fruit company, which I think is good. And now we're now a jack of all trades. It's just beef, sugar. Hell yeah, we love beef. Beef is cool. Let's begin exporting some beef. Fall of Vienna. El Salvador! They've gone syndicalist! Let's go! Let's get ties with them going. So El Salvador being on our side is excellent. And you'll be done in just a few days. The Tsar has been restored in Russia. You've declared yourself emperor. Hungary, I think, is doing okay. We might see another situation where Hungary just stays out of the war for 1 trillion years. Okay, Peru's at war with Ecuador. Brazil is still just social democratic. Panama might actually hold off the Entente. We'll see. Probably not, but you know, it's not impossible. Go for construction too. Once recruitment here opens up, we're hopefully we'll be able to get some more units up and running. 2.6% recruit population. Are we missing any troops for the front lines? I mean, looking at these little orange bars, my answer would be yes. We're seeing 7,000 troops total. I mean, that's nice. That's not so bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not so bad. Down the revolutionary front. What do we need for this? It needs to be March 1st, 1938, and then we can form a united front with El Salvador. And Honduras is now social democratic, but I don't think social democratic is enough for you to actually join our faction. And I don't think it's going to be happening. Like, I would like to train up 5 divisions total. 417 guns. You both need 10,000 manpower, which we really don't have. Mexico's taking a war in Guatemala. I mean, that seems bad. We can't let Mexico just bully Central American states. But I'm wondering, like, do you... Nicaragua's for Nicaragua. Seems good to me. I mean, honestly, you have 1 to 5. We have 3. We know we have 2 divisions here. I honestly think we can do it. Well, we'll save just in case. I know we're saving as we've already pressed the button, but like, don't think about it too much, okay? Just save that now. So in 10 days, war will begin. And then El Salvador can be our future ally. Still can't build anything here. I mean, I guess we'll go for some better infrastructure. Infrastructure's cool. Who doesn't love a good railway, right? Okay, so we got beef, which is 50% factory output, war support, more stability. We'd love to see it. Because if Honduras only has 2 divisions, we just win, right? We get some more recruitment. For like agitation. We have a lot of political power, so this should be okay. Again, the question is really just like how many troops does El Salvador, not El Salvador, how many troops does Honduras have? Because if they only got 2 divisions, we just win, right? I don't know if these guys are going to do anything. We do got to get you down to 0%, which is like a lot. Oh no, a 3rd unit's been deployed. All of our hopes and dreams have been like dashed. Okay, Bulgarian government's been overthrown. A new issue. With the initial liberation of the East went well, the actual process of liberating the people there from foreign influence has been much less successful. The United Fruit Company, despite its rather steep decline, has hired mercenaries in Nicaragua to upset our nationalization of their industries and land. The people have already begun to complain about them, and decisive action will need to be committed soon. We can counterbribe the mercenaries. This could have unforeseen consequences. You know what? Let's bribe the mercenaries. We've got a 75% chance of this succeeding. You'll be there in 1 day, 12 hours. You'll be there in 3 days. You fight this, and then we'll move you up north, and then you actually come here, help fight you, but then you're going to be getting attacked. Go to your capital now. Liberal camp unrest. As the invasion of Honduras has begun, many liberals have unexpectedly begun to protest the invasion and spread of the revolution. Claiming now Honduras has managed to successfully transform itself into a peaceful liberal democracy, and the unnecessary shedding of Nicaraguan blood and guns on those who align with us. Many sources lead to one behind these protests being Sacasa himself, who was organizing this in an attempt to try and gain presidency for himself as an attempt to sideline liberalism in favor of socialism. We lose a little bit of support here. We'll capture your capital, move our units this way. Let's capture 1 airfield, even though I don't know if it's really going to make any difference. Let's actually have you be encircled. Why did we wipe peace? Honduras has fallen! Hell, let's go! We've done it! Honduran government has officially begun to retreat from Honduras into neighboring Guatemala. Guatemala is currently being invaded by Mexico, so I'm not too sure how they're doing there. So it comes with the regret that the leftovers of the Guardia Nacional have also escaped to El Salvador, leaving our eternal enemy alive a little while longer. While we are unable to catch them now, this grants a great victory for us and the revolution. Let's go, Poggy. Have you ever played CK2? We've had a few series of CK2. Delete your units here. Let's move our troops straight to Guatemala. We need to invade. Okay, more support for Central America. Honduras has fallen. Relations with Honduras, cool. The emergent friendly regime of Honduras has caused relations between our 2 nations. That's cool. Which is because they are a puppet of ours, which works out for us. Wait, actually, are you a puppet or are you just... You are a puppet. You've gone totalist. So we got nationals, we got the radical, syndicalists, and totalists. We got the whole trifecta going on right here. CK2, we played that years ago. It would have been like 20... I think 2018 was our last campaign there. Ties of Social Republic of Honduras. Movements from Sacasa. After Sacasa had already resigned to politics back in 1936, he's been noticed to doing exceptionally little since then. Or at least we thought. The people have begun to know him meeting with many opposition leaders to Cedillo's government, spending on personal guards and other things. While he hasn't tried anything yet, people have suggested to keep an extremely close eye on him. Try to establish further ties in Marino just in case the worst occurs. Okay, Nicaragua. You are my friend. And have we formed a No, you're just a puppet of ours. Okay. We've got our trash unit. We'll deploy them over to our front lines here in Guatemala. Okay, a revolutionary economy. Got some troops here. Mexico, I mean, Mexico losing troops on Guatemala, it makes our life easier in the future. Russia's gonna war on everybody in Central Asia. Don't care about that. Are we still in Guatemala? Guatemala must be either owned, must either be a subject of Nicaragua or an aligned socialist Central American state which isn't at war. What if I just invade you now? That seems pretty bad. The Casa hires Abdulio Cadra? As in keep close eye on Casa, he's recently hired mercenary general the Casa as his personal guarding guard. General and guard. This wouldn't be the worst under circumstances, as Cadra is a more controversial figure. He's directly served the Guatemala National during the Civil War, fighting Cedino's forces many times. He wasn't kicked from Nicaragua due to him not having any real loyalty to Guardia and defecting last second. He's known still for not liking Cedino or Moreno, as much after all that has happened. The Casa hiring him has been seen as extremely controversial. Annual celebration of the 15th of September. We've already read that once. We don't need to read it a second time. Okay, 37th Siamese-Burmese War. Yeah, El Salvador. I need you to be my friend. We'll form a revolutionary front together on March 1938. The economy weeps. While we have officially become freed from the grips of the United Fruit Company, their absence has led to a rather noticeable hole in investment into the economy. With large swaths of land still being unkept and several factories outright stopped in the West, this is beginning to affect the economy of the West as well. And will certainly be trouble for the country for an amount of time. You know, don't worry about that too much. We're going to get a revolutionary economy. We could get bananas. 1 political power gain. So that's 60, basically 60 political power. Weekly war support goes up. I mean, we're at 51% stability. Okay, we got beef profit. No, it's okay. The beef profit's over. "28 days until you're here." We still haven't gotten this yet. I'm assuming after a certain point, like, this will fire. I don't know when it will be. Sakasa declares our government undemocratic. It seems that Casa finally begun to make his move against the government, officially calling out the government in Matagalpa, claiming that we are sidelining democratic liberties and throwing away the revolutionary republic in exchange for a socialist one. Of course, these claims are ludicrous, but some have actually begun to lead the socialist government in favor of Sakasa after the claim. Within the crisis come underway, and we will need to wait longer to see the full reaction of the people. Get some bananas to go with the beef. That sounds that sounds awful. That sounds terrible. Okay, Botsfia has fallen. Guatemala, I mean, they're still surviving in the war against Mexico. The 4 food groups: beef, coffee, sugar, and bananas. Okay, we're gonna save the game here again. I don't know how this will work. We're gonna go straight to the capital. I feel like that's more likely to fail. Sakasa began to organize mercenary army to disgruntled former Guardia Nacional members and veterans of the army before the occupation, who disliked the new system of government. So far, Sacasa's support among the people has been moderate, while only securing major support from a small section of the population in the west and the capital, and its eastern support being almost non-existent. Sagaz has been left with two choices: try to secure the eastern countryside instead of base of resistance from there, or move to the capital immediately and attempt to secure the presidency for himself. Either could work, but the choice turns out to be, well, let's see if we march straight to the capital. Costa Rica has finally fallen to the Canadians. Okay, Nicaragua, we're not going to fall. We might fall. I don't know exactly how this is going to go for us. Okay, Peru has annexed Ecuador. We got Mega Peru. They're going to release Tiny Ecuador in a second. Why does Chile own this island up here? Does Chile own this island in real life? Does anybody know what's going on with this island? Clash at the capital. The castle's advance has quickly become contested in the streets of the capital, being littered with brawling between Sacasa's few liberal supporters and the socialist supporters within the capital. Many predict that Sakasa is not going to be coming out on top here due to the low support overall in the country, the slow belittlement of his troops. The tide in the capital could change. Nah, he's expelled from the country. Yeah, the social revolution is now passed. So we got a new election with Social Democrats and the Radical Socialists becoming more popular. So you're more efficient, you're more stability. Consumer goods factory goes up a little bit more political power gain. The nature reserve run by Ecuador. Revolutionary economy. The absolute United States from our country's picture has left us with many opportunities. Despite our initial weaknesses, we can now begin to forge our own future economically. One where you're no longer relying on the United States for exports, and we can now advertise to a broader market. This has brought up to the revolutionary economy plan within our government. Focus on increasing domestic industry within the country, bringing in new trade partners, and increasing economic self-dependency, even if only slightly. The plan has officially been employed, but how the plan will go is still unknown to many. So we're still about a year or so away from the Second Weltkrieg. Also, I get a research slot. Let's go for... Do we have any natural resources in this country at all? We make 5 chromium. That's it. So you are garbage, essentially. We'll go for basic artillery upgrade for right now. And what we can actually do, we can just go to free trade. Because we basically have no natural resources, free trade is just a straight on upgrade for ourselves. Which I am completely okay with. More recruit population's always nice. 1 civilian factory. Give guns to the Americans. The 5th Balkan War has begun. So Serbia and Romania have declared war on the Hungarians, as well as on Austria. Legionnaire Italy has declared war on... Actually, no, the SRI has declared war on the Legionnaires. So we'll kind of see how this goes. Romania and Serbia could end up winning a war, but they're probably going to lose. Maybe the turtles just invented GPS. You ever think about that one? Okay, to me it looks like the CSA is doing pretty well. They've secured most of New England, so they're doing well there. I think Washington D.C. falls. Once Washington is done for, then we'll probably see the CSA take some good lands, make our lives easier. Argentina is going to fall, which is nice. Argentina being dead means that Chile and Patagonia will hopefully join the Internationale. Guatemala is still fighting with Mexico. And now you've declared war on Venice, which I don't think is going to last too long. The guy in Venice, though, he does got a very nice hat. So, you know, when you kind of balance those two things out, it's kind of hard to say who's going to come out on top. But I feel like it's going to be the SRI. How many men do you think Mexico's lost in this war? 4,000. Okay, I was expecting maybe a little bit more, like any amount more would be you know, predictable. But the other thing, like, we can't form Central America because Mexico's been a pain in the ass. Because Mexico invaded freaking Guatemala. For us as form Central America, we need to invade Mexico. It's the only way we can do this. Which means we need to form the United Front, have Honduras and El Salvador back us here. Okay, El Salvador. No, Guatemala is also revolutionary radical socialist. If they could just be at peace, then we can form Central America very, very early on. But they're at war, so I mean that's not very good. But I mean, if we survive till March, then we can form a united front against Mexico. So that's it, Guatemala. You just gotta survive like an extra 3 months. Yeah, just like 3 more months, and then we can intervene. Okay. Okay, it looks like Austria's won the war against Hungary. Romania and Serbia are basically just gonna die here. Local population plus 10%. Let's go. Let's arm the youth. Give every child in this country with a gun. Syria's declared its independence. When's our Syria campaign going to be? Who knows? New election. Today's Eninos announced new elections following the shakeup of the Liberal split. The only parties actually managing to prove themselves capable of winning the elections, turning out to be Front de Soberanía Nacional, the party Campana de Nicaragua, both led by prominent socialists. Some have cited this as the cost of fear of socialist democracy coming true. We got 50 political power. With 200 political power, is there anything we can actually do with this? Limited exports. No. Just keep what we have now. Let's go for basic industry for the time being. Okay, Nicaragua, I need you to live. I don't know how likely it is for you to live, but I kind of need you to live. Liberals move towards Marino. Social Democrats are getting a little bit more popular. I'm going to request all 3 of your units.